Hello everyone, a couple more random products to review. Sadly, in the country where I live, some school chartered a bus and it was poorly maintained, so the thing caught on fire while it was driving, and then the bus driver pulled up against the concrete barrier in the middle of a highway, and the kids couldn't open the door because it was against a concrete barrier. So like 50 children burned to death recently because they couldn't break the windows open. So I decided to get some of these for my Mazda because I have a regular hammer type in my Toyota, but my Mazda has nothing in there right now. So I bought these from AliExpress. I'll leave a link and stuff like that. So this one says portable push type safety hammer. Let's see here. Some sort of pin, right? And also looks like a, sorry, I had focus. Looks like a seatbelt cutter, and it's hidden by this piece of plastic. You pull the thing in line to, I guess, make this pin breaker thing work. Don't pull it upwards or at an angle, that makes sense. And then the seatbelt cutter, it's a razor blade, so I guess you can also just push it maybe against the window itself. And this thing will probably mess up your finger, so don't mess with it too much. Do not try to use it on the windshield. The windshield is a laminate of glass and plastics and stuff, so it's very strong, right? But the side windows, that's what this is supposed to do. I'm not going to break a car window for this video, so I'll try to find something. Maybe I could break a glass bottle or something, but wear safety glasses because it's not the same type of glass. Well, duh, here it is all in English. I didn't even bother to look at the back side, but you can pause the video, read all that stuff as you see fit. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, I see. So this keychain thing just pulls the cover for the seatbelt cutter off. And it is recessed back in there. So I'm sure that thing's razor sharp. I'm not going to destroy a seatbelt for this video either. So it's got these two tabs in the front, and okay, so that tab in the back. Alright, so I guess I don't know if I would trust that to you. It's also really bulky. I'm not sure if you would really keep this on your keychain. Maybe it's a boat keychain, sure, but I'm not gonna put this on my keychain. Anyways, I do question if this is gonna... I almost feel like you might one day just come back to your keys and this is there, right? It does take a firm pull, but if you're running or something, maybe you could lose the main part of this thing. Alright, so yeah, so I thought this was the pull thing, but it is not. This is just a spring-loaded thing, and it is quite hard in there, so... Boy, what do I have here nearby? I got this just tin, right? I'm sure it'll actually put a mark in it. It's like a punch starter, yeah, for like a drill. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm quite positive if this was against tempered glass, like the kind of stuff you'd find in the side of a car, that glass would shatter in pieces because it's tempered. I mean, this is steel, like tin, right? So that's pretty impressive. I'm positive this would work. All right, well that's that one. This one was really cheap, so I think it's a good thing to have. Maybe even have one in each door if you have, kids and stuff in your car a lot. Just be careful about the knife part. Alright, so this is definitely a more high-end, more expensive one, and this is a double punch. Both of these just came in bags, so that's why the packaging's all destroyed. Break the window in second, safety cutting knife, double hammerhead, crystal metal. Crystal metal. Okay, so... It's actually got CE approval, some sort of recycle the box thing. ABS and aviation aluminum. I've never seen that before. You should just say the type of aluminum. Alright, it's from China, of course, like almost everything else. And there you go. Well, it's actually smaller. Quite small, which is good. Oh, whoa! Now this thing comes with a piece of glass. And that's a thick piece of glass. Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. Let me just do some. So this is 5.7 millimeters thick. No side window of a car. I don't know. I have a feeling a car side window is not quite that thick. Maybe 4, if I had to guess. But this is quite thick. All right, that's cool. Boy, I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm gonna get some safety glasses, and then we're gonna crack that thing with this guy. So what's going on here? There's a sticker like that high strength sticker you'd find under the badge of a car, and a magnet. Oh, I see. So you can put this on your dashboard, and just this magnet here, so it's easily accessible. Although, if you put this on your dashboard and you were to run into something in front of you, this thing would fly through your windscreen, and then or if it doesn't fly through your windscreen, it'll hit the windscreen and bounce back into your head. So I don't think it'd be wise to put this on your dashboard unless it was literally vertical and forced to crash in that direction. That's just the way I'm thinking, but anyways, quality control is not the greatest. This red is just totally chipped off there. Yeah, so it's nice to have a magnet, but that magnet's not strong enough to overcome a car crashing. Okay, well, there's some sort of knife icon here. So this pops out, and that's the seatbelt cutter. So that's a nice design. The question is, hold on. Well, I don't know. First of all, when I tried to push this down through the paper, my hand, made this cap come off. The cap's pretty easy to come off. Maybe it's supposed to be that way, right? Because in an emergency, you want to get it off. Let's try 2 pieces of paper. I don't have a seatbelt randomly available to cut. I don't know what to say about that knife. Also, if you're wearing a seatbelt, maybe you want to pull it up towards you. Or I'm not sure if pushing away or pulling towards you is better. If anyone's ever used one of these, leave a comment for everyone. Alright, but I do like how it pops in and out. Okay, although I'm not sure if that's a universal symbol for people to understand. Okay, this cover, as I mentioned, kind of easy to pop off, but I suppose that's good in a life-threatening situation. So it doesn't even matter where you try to flick it off, right? Whether it's on the corner, the side, one of the faces, it's definitely going to work off very easily. Okay, so looking in here, you'll notice they're independent of each other, each of these springs here. Let's do a can test again, this time over here. Yeah, and now we have 2. So it's actually pretty much the same depth as that other one. But if for some reason maybe the spring fails, which I highly, highly doubt that would happen unless you're using this like 10,000 times, which you would never do. But possibly maybe the spring inside could rust, maybe? But even if it rusted, if it's sliding against plastic, I have a hard time thinking either of these will fail on you. Alright, so I double checked and there's no plastic film on that, it's just raw glass. And because I'm right-handed, it's going to block the view. So I'm actually going to do it with my left hand, my offhand, because in an emergency situation, that could be the worst case scenario, right? So I have one chance to get this right. So I'm going to just press down, maybe I should press in the edge. No, I guess it makes sense, right in the center. Alright, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Now, what's not so good is this sprung open. Although you can't get your hand in there. It's just kind of weird, right? So that's tempered glass, right? Any sort of reduction in the tension causes the whole thing to splay like that, and so you can kick out a window and stuff like that. I only wish there was 2 pieces so I could try the other one, but I'm positive the other one would work just as well. As you can see close up, hopefully. Focus. I see the main puncture there. The second one, I don't know if that actually did much. It looks like it all spawned from that one. But that second one still, it did leave a pretty big dent into the glass. So, even though it all seemed to have fractured here at the start, the second one would have worked also. So, this is a great product. Yeah, might be a little annoying, but in a life and death situation, who cares, right? You can't hurt yourself unless you have very, 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 very small fingers. Okay, so that's really great, and so I'm positive this would work just as well, and it's a lot smaller. I should dimension these. Hold on a second. So weight-wise, keychain version is 30 grams. That's not really heavy. Sorry, this LED above us is so bright. 30 grams. This one is 56, so twice as heavy. If you get rid of the mount, it's 53. This is a plastic body. This is an aluminum body, so this would be a lot more difficult to break if you stepped on it. So dimensionally, lengthwise here, this thing is 75-ish millimeters. It's around 21.5 there, and here around 38, 39 millimeters or so. Okay, this one, the overall length, it's actually longer, 83-ish. Thickness-wise, quite similar, it seems, 21. And then overall, this width here, 35. So, yeah. I think this one, considering you get twice as much reliability, it's actually not a very efficient use of packaging, whereas this one might be a little less efficient. But maybe... Let's see if this is... Yeah, I just don't know if these things are meant to cut cardboard, I don't think they are, but it's a razor blade, so I just figured it would. Hopefully nylon webbing of seat belts is a lot easier to cut than cardboard. I guess that's the best I can say about that there. Alright, well, anyways, if you can ever envision yourself having to break through a window, maybe it's not even in a vehicle, like maybe a burning apartment or a burning house or a cabana or Winnebago, I'm not sure. I think anyone can afford this one. This one could definitely cost more, but it might be wise to put this sort of stuff into your places where you're gonna have to break out maybe. Alright, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next random gadget review. Bye.